Hey y'all, welcome back. My name is Seska and this is Seska Digital Budgeting. In today's video, we are going to be budgeting and stuffing the first paycheck of May. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, go ahead and stay tuned. All right, so first paycheck of May. Let's go ahead and jump right on into it. Over here on my digital tracker, I've got my paycheck from this week. I got paid $2,287.04. We're just rounding down the 4 cents and throwing it in my buffer. So $2,287 is what we're going to be working with today. Also, just a little happy side note, it is my magic month, so I get 3 paychecks this month, so I'm excited for that. That always makes me nice and happy because that means bills get reduced because it's across 3 paychecks instead of just the 2. And then there's more money to play with. So let's go ahead and count this cash and find out if we have the money that we're supposed to have here today. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,000. 1, 2, 3, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 60, 87, 20, 40, 60, 88, 20, 40, 60, 89, 20, 40, 60, 82,000. And then we got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 91, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 92, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87. All right, so we have the money we're supposed to have, which is fantastic. How's your week been? I was going to say, how's your month? But it's only been, by the time this is posted, 2 days. So how was April? We'll go with that because we're now into May, which is crazy. My week has been chaotic, and I'll tell you why. So it's I got hit on in my vehicle on Monday. I was on my way to a work training session thing, and somebody took a left into me. So all week I've been dealing with insurance, getting my car into the repair shop, and getting a rental, and then giving your deposition for the insurance and all the things. So it's been I've been on the phone basically all week with one party or another, and it has been mentally exhausting for me. I've been off since Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are my days off, and yeah, it hasn't really felt like I've had any days off. I've been mentally taxed. We'll just leave it there. But in any case, let's go ahead and and I guess I should say I'm totally fine. Like, it was slow enough speed that nobody was injured. Just my truck. My truck that I bought less than 2 years ago. So my truck is in the repair shop because I can't open my driver's side door. So I have to climb over the center console, and that's just, we're not doing that. We're not. No. I'm capable of doing it, but we're not doing that. Yeah, now we'll leave it at that. I'm fine. They're fine. Vehicles are just, damaged. So bills. Start off here paying bills. With rent. Now I said this is my magic month, so my bills are going to be less. I decided that, I have bills that are due halfway through the month. So I want to make sure that I have those fully funded, since my next paycheck isn't going to be till the 15th. So just where those paychecks fall. This one is going to be normal. The second paycheck and the third paycheck, they're basically split between the two, for funding. So this one's normal. Second paycheck, third paycheck, those will be different. So rent, which is the one that's due on the 15th. So I didn't want to, mess with that. So we're putting $663 in here as usual. 63. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 20, 40, 63. Okay, there's that. Yeah. So, yeah, my vehicle's in the shop now. I have a rental. It's weird because it's an SUV and not a truck, so it sits lower for one, and then it's smaller. I don't like it. I like my truck. I got a truck for a reason. I went from a Mustang to a truck. I don't really like the SUVs. They sit lower, they're smaller, I can't see as well. It's a whole thing. I mean, I'm tall, but yeah, anyway, here nor there. So took my truck into the repair shop on Thursday. yeah, got my rental. All of it's being covered through insurance, so I'm not paying anything out of pocket, which is great. But I don't like SUVs. And then I'm graduating today. Well, I guess when I'm posting this video, I graduated this afternoon. Utilities got 25. So I had to drive across the state to Orlando. I live in Florida. I went to UCF, graduating with my bachelor's at UCF. So did the whole, walk across the stage nonsense for, my family, because I'm in my 30s. I don't actually care, but my parents do. So I'm doing it for them. It's also where my dad graduated from. Car insurance is getting $115. So that was a thing that happened today. But I'm filming this Thursday, so because I get paid on Thursdays. So I'm filming a day ahead. So for you guys, it was this afternoon. Car note's getting $260 as always. So it's very convenient that I was able to get my car into the shop the day before, and then having a rental that I can drive across state, and it's paid by insurance, so I don't have to worry about mileage or anything like that, which is nice. It worked out pretty nice, but I don't like driving a different vehicle down. If y'all know I-4, I'm comfortable in my truck. This is going to be an adventure in an SUV that I'm not comfortable in, because it doesn't behave the same way as my truck does. We'll say that. So if you know anything about I-4, it is one of the most dangerous highways in the country. So yay. And not to mention that there's construction going on. But so that'll be, for me, that'll be an adventure. For you guys, that was an adventure. However you want to look at it, because I'm filming the morning before I'm leaving. So Thursday night, Friday morning. Cat stuff is getting $20 as usual. And then phone is getting $13 as usual. So yeah. And then we're staying overnight in Orlando, and then I'm coming back Saturday and then going to work Saturday night. So I'm going to be an exhausted little panda by the end of it. So, because driving on I-4 twice in a day doesn't sound fun to me, even though I do it all the time when I go to Disney. Subscriptions, getting $40 as usual. There's a lot of money in here. But I paid all my... Yeah, I did. 1, 2, 3, 4. There it is. Okay, so bills are paid. We'll just leave it at that. We'll figure out the subscription situation later. So that is that paid. Now we can come on down to spending allowances. Maybe. Spending allowances. Let's find out how much is left over from last paycheck. And I'm telling you now, there's a lot, because I didn't spend a lot of money. We went grocery shopping. I went grocery shopping a couple of weeks ago, and I bought a lot of food, so I'm fine for now for food. I'm probably going to be fine for like the next month. So there's a lot of money left in here. Gas, didn't spend anything. I know I didn't. So I have $50 here still. I will be spending, since I'm driving across the state, I will be spending money on gas, because that's like a gas tank to go both ways. Food, I have $105, 6, 7, 8, 9, $109 in here. Yeah, because I didn't need to buy food. I think I bought like a couple of meals at work, and that was it. Coffee has 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. Definitely spent some money there. And then general spending, didn't spend a lot out of here, but I spent something. We have 20, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. Yeah, so didn't spend a whole heck of a lot, but some money came out. All right. Doing the thing I never do. All right, money is organized. We'll count that here in a second. But first, let's replenish these guys. So gas, definitely will spend the $50 that's going in here for my trip to and from Orlando. Groceries is getting $120, honestly. I might spend it while we're over in Orlando. We're going to go to dinner after my graduation ceremony, and then breakfast in the morning before we leave. So I might spend that money, but that money also might come out of social. So we'll see. So that's food, and then whatever I spend at work. So that'll probably be left over. Just going to go ahead and say that now. Coffee, $50, probably will be spent, because yeah. And then general spending is getting 60 as usual. 24, 60. All right, and then at the back of the envelope, or back of the little binder here is all of my receipts, me and my roommate's receipts from the last 2 weeks. I just need to scan these on into Fetch. If you don't know what Fetch is, it's a nice little rewards app. You scan your receipts in, or you bring them over digitally from email accounts or Amazon, Walmart, Instacart. There's one other. You bring those over digitally, or you physically scan in your actual physical receipts, and those receipts turn into points. You redeem enough points, redeem enough receipts for those points. If you accumulate enough points, I don't know what I'm saying. Accumulate enough points, you can redeem those points for gift cards. Gift cards, retail, coffee, restaurants. Pretty sure AutoZone's on there. Like, literally, there are hundreds and hundreds of options to redeem your points for. So all you just have to do is scan your receipts in. That's the biggest thing. To remember to either grab your physical receipts or, like, digitally upload them in the app. So if you're interested in looking into Fetch rewards, I have my my referral code. I can't speak today. I have my referral code up here on the screen, probably down here at the bottom. Use that referral code when you sign up for Fetch and scan your first receipt you scan your first receipt and you get some bonus points for using my referral code, and then I get some bonus points for referring you. Sorry, I don't know what I'm saying or what I'm trying to say, but apparently it's a struggle. Okay, so that is that for that spending allowances. Now let's find out how much money we're putting in here. And I know it's going to be over $200 because I barely spent anything. So we have 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 200, 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. $226 out of 280. So I barely spent any money, which is, it's fine. If I don't spend a whole bunch of money, like I went grocery shopping and then I didn't use gas, which are my two biggest proponents for, spending on a bi-weekly basis. So that's fine. $226 is going into the 100 envelope savings challenge at the end of the video. So stick around for that. Now we can come on over. Hold on, sip, because it's just too much. Coming over to our sinking funds here. So starting out with our emergency binder and main savings, which is getting $228. This is always 10% of my paycheck. Almost always. Unless there's extenuating circumstances. So $228 going into main savings. So in main savings, we have 1,000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2,000. Is that really 2,000? I think it is. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2,000. Woo! 2,000, 20, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51. So where's my pen? So we got in here $2,051. So that'll get a 1K slip at the end of the month. Yeah, I was just under 2,000 at the end of April, so that makes sense. Auto, we're not putting anything in here. Now, I will put out a disclaimer just because of how insurance companies work and payouts work and stuff like that. I might have to pay my deductible on my repair for my truck, but then I'll get it paid back, so the money might come out of here, but then it'll come back because the other guy's at fault. He made an illegal left into me. So, and my deductible is $500, and I got more than $600 in here, so it might drop to like the 100 and change because of that. And then when I get the deductible paid back from the other party, then it'll go back up to what it's sitting at. But right now I'm not putting anything in there. Emergency fund. Emergency fund is getting $50 as per protocol. So we have 1,000, 2,000, 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 600, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 700? Yeah, 700. So 2,700 in here. Very nice. An emergency fund. Home is getting $30. As usual. So we have a 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 1, 2, 200, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85. So 3,285 in here. Not too shabby. Oop, there it is. All right, that's it for the emergency binder. Now we can come on over to high priority sinking funds. Starting off with school, I'm rebuilding this because I used it all for my graduation. Why am I putting it in here when I need to take it out? So, used it all for like graduation fees. So we have 65 in here now. Because I imagine at some point in time I'm going to go and continue school. I mean, I just got my bachelor's, but one of my bachelor's, because I plan on getting a second. So we'll see when I start that up. Month ahead is getting $30. This boy looks thick. So we have 1,000, 2,000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 900, 920, 940, 960, 970, 980. 2,000, 980. So we're almost at $3,000 in this. More than 3,000 if you include the month ahead savings challenge that's in my savings challenge binder here. Vacation is going to get $50. All right. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 20, 740, 750 in vacation. I have a couple of little like weekend vacations planned, like 3-day, like cause I work the weekend. I only work the weekends. I only work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, every week, which I know most people are like, why do you do that? Because I like it. I get more money on the weekends. So I'm after the money. I have a couple of weekend vacations. Like I took PTO for a couple of weekends around my birthday. And then, I have one coming up here in the end of May. I'm just doing it like every couple of months to, keep my sanity. So some of this money might go away. If I decide to make that, since I'm off Monday through Thursday every week, I could turn that into like a week and a half vacation if I wanted to, because I'll be off from the Monday prior to the Thursday after. So we'll see. I don't know. Me and Mine is getting at $20 here. So we have 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90. So 190 in here, which is good. Next up is New Tech, which is going to get $20 as well. So we have 160 in here. I think I'm aiming for around 200 for a new updated Fitbit watch. I think it's around $200. I'll have to double check. So probably by the end of the month I could get it. Maybe in June. Social next here is getting $10. I have 100, 110, 120, 122 in here, which is more than enough for right now. So that is high priority sinking funds. Now we can shift over to low priority sinking funds. With pantry stock up, I did spend some money out of this 2 weeks ago, something like that. So no, I think it was before my last paycheck stuffing. So I've got in here 100, 110, 120, 125 now, which is more than enough. Home Goods is getting $15. So we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90 in here, which is good. I think I have a couple of things on my credit card that I can use that towards, but I'll deal with that when I get back from Orlando. So medical is getting $15 here. So we have 100, 120, 140, 160, 170, 175. I know I definitely have a couple of things that I can use this money for on my credit cards. If you're not familiar with me, I literally use my credit cards for every single thing that I buy outside of my spending allowances. So if, co-pays for medical expenses, something for the house, like, the kitchen or whatever, or I need to buy new Ziploc bags or something, that all comes out of these binders on my credit card. So I buy everything on my credit card, and then I pay off my credit cards with this money in my savings or sinking funds here. Probably every like 1 or 2 months, honestly, just to build my credit, just to keep it turning over. I don't pay it off monthly ever. I always forget. And then I go, oh, well, let's look at what's on the credit cards, and then I pay it off. I actually keep track of it on an app on my phone. what money is going where and from what. So like all my medical expenses are on there, but I also have that $700 ER visit bill from my ear from March that I also need to pay off, but that's a whole other thing. Anyway, what was in medical? Because I started chatting and I didn't write it down. So medical has 120, 40, 60, 75, 175. Is that 175 also? Okay. So yeah, I leverage my credit cards to improve my credit score, or to keep my credit score up. Gifts is getting $10. We have 20, 40, 60, 75 in here. So, throwing my pen. So I know I have a couple of co-payments from doctor's visits, and when I buy new vitamins, like because I take daily vitamins and stuff like that, when I buy a new bottle of whatever vitamin it is, then that also comes out of medical, as an example. Budgeting in YouTube is getting $5 as always. So we have 20, 40, 50, 55. And then yearly subscriptions is also getting 5. Let's see. So we have 100, 120, 130, 135, 36, 37. 137 in here. All right, so that is it for all my sinking funds. Yay. Now we're going to slide on down. Car loan, we paid that off in bills because it's a debt, but it's also a bill. And now we can come on down to, excuse you, savings challenges. So let's come on over here to payday challenge. It's not getting a whole heck of a lot because I got paid on the 1st. So guess what? I'm only putting $1 single in. So that is what that is. $1 single going in here. So accomplished. But that's how the payday challenge works. So it's fine. Now we can find out if the money that I'm supposed to have left over is actually in fact here, and then add it for our savings challenges for next week. So it should be 256. So we have 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 200, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. That's not right. 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 200, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 61. Why is there an extra 5? 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 200, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 56. What was the both to get a 5? I don't know. I'll figure it out when I edit this. But if you know, let me know down in the comments, because I have no idea where that money was supposed to be. So, and this money will go towards savings challenges for next week. It should be just in the ballpark of a little bit over $500. Somewhere between $500 and $600. Either way. All right. So now we can come down to our 100 envelope savings challenge, and that $226 there that we need to deal with. So shove this out of the way so I have some room. Hold on, sip again, because lots of talking. Okay. So we had $226. And 89 and 88 are the next two. So minus 89, 88, and 49. Okay, so 89, 88, and 49. Yeah, that's it. We get to color 3 today. So 49, 88, 89. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Again, this is 120, 40, 60, 80, 90, 200, 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Yeah. All right. So $226 going in here, which is pretty good. Yeah. I don't remember what this was at the end of the month, but after 3 paychecks this month and then 2 savings challenge stuffings, it should be well on its way to being probably definitely more than $2,000, maybe close to halfway, $2,500, maybe. We'll see. I guess we'll see at the end of the month. All right, so all of the money has been distributed except for that $5 that I have no idea where it's supposed to be because we had the right amount. So it's missing from somewhere. Pantry stock up, home goods, and I'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. So I will leave you guys here. You guys have a fantastic week. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I am only working 2 days this weekend, so because graduation, I'm going to be in Orlando. So I will catch you guys next week with the savings challenge stuffing, first savings challenge stuffing for the month of May. Do something nice for yourself. Try and relax, whether that's hanging out with friends, family, just taking a little bit of you alone time, and whatever it is that, you know, recharges you, brings you back to base, and kind of gets you mentally, emotionally, physically prepared for the upcoming week. And I will see you guys next week for that savings challenge video. We'll see you then. Peace.